Human capital has emerged as a crucial component as the nation embraces the knowledge-based economy or K economy. They are not merely inputs in a more flexible production process, but more importantly, they are the main drivers of the country's development. In this challenging globalized world, Malaysia must increase its competitiveness to survive. In achieving the developed nation status, workers have to be more productive and capable of producing high-quality products to contribute to the country's economic growth. Companies must also be self-sustaining in facing the highly complex environment. This can be achieved by raising productivity and by acknowledging the close relations between wage and high productivity growth. Through the National Development Plan, wages must depend on the workers' productivity and the company's performance. This was seriously emphasized in the National Economic Recovery Plan 1998, the 8th Malaysia Plan's midterm review, the 3rd Outline Perspective Plan 2001 to 2010, and the 9th Malaysia Plan. In answering the government's call, the Human Resources Ministry is always encouraging the private sector to implement the Productivity-Linked Wage System or PLWS. The PLWS is a system that links wage with productivity. Under the system, the wage is raised depending on the productivity. If the productivity is high and helps make the company more competitive, then the wage will be increased appropriately. Workers who contribute to the company's higher productivity level, resulting in better performance and bigger profits, should be given higher wages for their efforts. The system emphasizes on a flexible wage payment which benefits both the employees and the employer. It promises a win-win situation for both parties as they work together to raise the company's performance. The system is applicable to all job sectors such as services, manufacturing, construction, and plantation. Objectives of PLWS: to establish a close relation between wage and productivity in order to raise competitiveness and a stable job. To establish a wider and more systematic approach to raise wages via the increase of productivity and cooperation and workers' active participation. To establish monetary rewards that are in line with the increase of productivity, to foster fairness, social unity, and improved standards of living, apart from developing career opportunities and job satisfaction. The importance and benefits of the PLWS. Wage payment can be streamlined according to the economic performance, reducing the probability of workers' retrenchment during an economic recession. Establishing a win-win situation for the employer and the employees. Enabling the company to streamline wage policies according to the current economic conditions. Improving job specialization in accordance to workers' skills and enhancing workers' careers. Raising workers' motivation and increasing job satisfaction. The two main components of the PLWS are 1. The fixed component and 2. The variable component. Fixed component. Fixed salary, annual salary increment, contractual bonus. Variable component. Wages are paid based on workers' productivity. additional incentives based on the company's profit and performance. 3. PLWS main model. Profitability model. An additional wage is paid to workers depending on the company's profit gains. Wage incentives will be given only if the profit margin is above the target. Productivity model. Wage will be raised if the workers' productivity increases, but it will be reduced if the productivity declines. Combined model. A wage incentive will be paid if both the profit and productivity targets are achieved. Steps to implement PLWS. To establish PLWS awareness in the private sector through seminars and information sessions. To educate the workers on the importance of the PLWS and the need to implement it. To form internal committees comprising representatives of the workers, the union and the management. To gather data to measure productivity and wage at the company level and eventually draft the best formula for the company. To review the measurement that will be used. To gather feedback from the workers and the management. To implement trial measurement. To review and make adjustments. To implement the PLWS. In ensuring that the workers achieve the productivity target, the SMART principle should be applied. SMART means S, specific, M, measurable, A, achievable, R, realistic, T, time specific. PLWS success factors. The higher level management's commitment, the cooperation between the workers and the employer as a team, and the acceptance of change for the benefit of all. The wider sharing of information. A more transparent and fair evaluation system. An effective communication channel or good worker-employer relations. Emphasis on the training and skill aspects. By using productivity and performance as the measurement base for projected wage incentive payment, the PLWS as a wage fixing method will benefit both the employees and employer, specifically in raising the performance of the company and enhancing the rewards given to the eligible workers. Eventually, the competitiveness of the country's economy will also be improved. The PLWS encourages the employees to work as a team, and if implemented transparently and fairly, the system can establish decent work at the workplace and bring about enterprising harmony in the country.